Welcome to Ask Prep, your trusted companion for NEET and JEE preparation. Today we will study about a very important topic of biology, which is immune system in human, innate and acquired immunity, antibodies. Our immune system is categorized into two major types, innate immunity and acquired immunity. Innate immunity is the first line of defense and is present right from birth. It is non-specific, meaning it does not target specific pathogens but works broadly against any foreign body that enters the system. On the other hand, acquired immunity is developed during a person's lifetime as the body learns to recognize and specifically fight off pathogens it has encountered before. Let's begin with the innate immune system. Innate immunity includes physical, physiological, cellular, and cytokine barriers. The physical barriers are the skin and mucous membranes. The skin acts as an impenetrable wall that prevents the entry of microorganisms, while the mucous membranes lining the respiratory and digestive tracts trap pathogens with the help of mucus. Physiological barriers include saliva in the mouth, tears in the eyes, and the acidic environment in the stomach, all of which are hostile to microbes and help in destroying them before they can cause harm. Then there are cellular barriers which involve certain white blood cells like neutrophils, monocytes, and natural killer cells that engulf and destroy pathogens through a process called phagocytosis. These cells don't need prior exposure to a pathogen to act, making them ideal for an immediate defense. Cytokine barriers involve the production of interferons, which are proteins released by cells infected with viruses. These interferons alert neighboring cells and help in activating immune cells to limit the spread of the infection. While innate immunity is fast and immediate, it lacks memory. This is where acquired immunity, or adaptive immunity, becomes important. Acquired immunity is highly specific to the pathogen and involves two major components, humoral immunity and cell-mediated immunity. It is characterized by memory, which means the body remembers the pathogen after the first exposure and responds more vigorously upon subsequent encounters. Humoral immunity is mediated by B lymphocytes or B cells. When a B cell encounters an antigen, which is a substance that the immune system recognizes as foreign, it gets activated and divides into plasma cells and memory cells. The plasma cells secrete proteins called antibodies that specifically bind to the antigen and help in neutralizing or destroying the pathogen. The memory B cells remain in the body and provide long-lasting immunity, which is why, once you recover from diseases like chickenpox or measles, you usually don't get infected by them again. Cell-mediated immunity, on the other hand, is carried out by T lymphocytes or T cells. These cells do not produce antibodies but instead destroy infected or abnormal cells directly. There are different types of T cells, including helper T cells, cytotoxic T cells, and suppressor T cells. Helper T cells assist in the activation of B cells and other immune cells, cytotoxic T cells kill virus-infected cells and cancer cells, and suppressor T cells help in regulating the immune response to prevent overactivity. Antibodies play a crucial role in acquired immunity. These are Y-shaped proteins secreted by plasma cells and are specific to the antigen that triggered their production. There are 5 major classes of antibodies: IgG, IgA, IgM, IgE, and IgD. Each class has a different role in immune defense. For example, IgG is the most abundant and provides long-term protection, IgA is found in mucous membranes and helps in local immunity, and IgE is involved in allergic reactions. The process of acquiring immunity can happen in two ways, naturally or artificially. Natural acquired immunity is gained through infection, where the immune system responds to a pathogen and forms memory cells. Artificial acquired immunity is achieved through vaccination, where a weakened or inactive form of a pathogen is introduced into the body, prompting the immune system to develop memory cells without causing the actual disease. This is why vaccinations are so crucial in preventing diseases like polio, tetanus, and hepatitis. There is also a difference between active and passive immunity. Active immunity involves the activation of one's own immune system to produce antibodies and memory cells. It is long-lasting but takes time to develop. Passive immunity, on the other hand, is when antibodies are directly transferred into the body. This can happen naturally, like when antibodies pass from a mother to her baby through breast milk, or artificially, such as through an injection of antiserum. Passive immunity provides immediate protection but is temporary, as no memory cells are formed. The immune system also plays a role in recognizing self and non-self. Every cell in the human body has specific markers called major histocompatibility complex or MHC proteins, which allow the immune system to identify its own cells and differentiate them from foreign ones. When this system fails, it can lead to autoimmune diseases, where the immune system mistakenly attacks its own body cells, considering them as foreign. Conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and lupus are examples of autoimmune disorders. In some individuals, the immune response may be hypersensitive, leading to allergies. In allergic reactions, the immune system overreacts to harmless substances like pollen, dust, or certain foods. These allergens trigger the release of histamine from mast cells, causing symptoms like sneezing, rashes, and difficulty in breathing. Antihistamines are often used to treat such allergic reactions by blocking the effect of histamine. Understanding the immune system is not just important for cracking competitive exams but also for making sense of everyday health concepts, why vaccines matter, how we recover from infections, and what happens when the immune system goes wrong. In the current age of global pandemics and emerging diseases, having a strong foundation in immunology is more relevant than ever. The human immune system is a dynamic and intelligent defense network. From the moment we are born, it works tirelessly to protect us, adapt to new threats, and maintain health. Whether it's a small cut on the skin or exposure to a deadly virus, our immune system is always on guard, evolving and learning with every encounter. That is the true marvel of biological defense, silent, complex, and life-saving. Thank you for supporting Ask Prep, your go-to guide for smarter learning. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.